Hi everyone, this is TJ, Counterpunch Trader. I thought I would do a recap of today's session, Friday, June 17th. And don't forget that today, hopefully you guys knew this, but it was the day to roll over our crude oil contracts to the August contract, crude oil CLQ16. You can see a lot of volume today, over 268,000 contracts already being traded. Session's still not over. It ended up being like a real precision trade, perfect one and done. Great way to end the week, just to get in, get out, get done. I always love when sessions begin and end this way, but let's just walk through it. I want to make sure that you guys caught this trade correctly. Maybe there's a learning point here for some of you. So remember, we started at 8:50. We're real sticklers with our start times, because that's how we can get measurable results, and we can look back at our back testing and our trade logs, and we know that we have rules that give us results, that as long as we continue to apply those rules, we could expect to get similar results, because this trade plan has already been going now for nearly 2 straight years. Very near its all-time record equity high after this trade. It's just a few trades off of it. That's always great when we see that. It means we're going to have a new breakout to a new record profit level soon. Usually means that anyway. All right, so 850. And you can see right here there's a setup, and it's at 839. And it's a dark green trade. This is why I like to have the what we call add-on or supplemental trades on the chart, because we may want to use them, especially when it comes time to getting in sync. And the general rule is that we just want to go with the newest trade at the time of our start time. So this trade, it's not that large. I mean, it's only 10 ticks to target 2. Okay, crude has definitely been compressed for quite some time. It is what it is. We have to be able to kind of dance with the rhythm of the market and the way it's trading. Counterpunch is equipped to make those adjustments and to change with each bar. So it never hits money management. It looks like it hits target 1, but target 1 is only 6 ticks. When we have a target 1 that's 6 ticks, we ignore that, because it has to not only hit target 1, but it has to also go 10 ticks for money management. So that means it has to hit a full target too. Okay, so look what happens. It comes up. There's a possible long, but then it comes back down again right here, and you can get short right here. Am I going to adjust around the spike down? I'm not. It's just too large of an adjustment. We're able to make 1 or 2 ticks, sometimes 3, rarely 4, maybe even 5 if it's a really big trade. Otherwise, you just have to trust the setup. You don't want to trade from a position of fear. Okay? Scared money is dead money. This is the first trade of the day because it qualifies. No money management, hasn't stopped out, comes down, you can get in sync with the trade. So you have to get short at 4777. And it's a good thing because it comes down and stabs right through target 2. So that's it. Power of quitting, a quick little scalp trade. It's just what the market had. Then it came back up, stops out for 1 tick for the rest of that trade, and you're done. I mean, that's it. Power of quitting 1 and done, and that's the crude oil session. All right, next up, let's look at the Dow E-mini, the YM. Remember, we're starting at 830. A lot of choppy action in here with no setups. And then finally we get one here, and that's at 830. And market must have been moving pretty quickly here, because just a few seconds later it actually ends up going short. 21 seconds later, several bars, and you get a short right here, and that's short at 17,619. Certainly you have to be paying attention. Notice that the 50 EMA is kind of wiggly. It's pushing down to the 200, is making lower highs, lower lows. There's a good chance this could be a bullish flag to break up, if you can imagine this in a higher time frame, or it could just be ready to capitulate and roll down. Truth is, we never know. It could be either one of those things, but you know, we've got all the setup requirements for a trade here. the line turns red, first trade of the day, you go short. Remember, you have to have confidence in your trade plan. If you do the steps to success guide and follow the steps properly, you're going to have more confidence in these trades, because then you're going to see what this produces. So look what happens. It comes down and hits target 1, hits target 2 perfectly. I mean, maybe too perfect, but, you know, what do you expect? A counterpunch trader knows how to calculate those targets, and then it comes up and stops out. So if you don't get filled, you have to take action and get out. Wait a few seconds, mark it out, whatever. But that's a full winner. Power of quitting 1. I mean, you should be getting familiar with this. This happens most of the time, not all the time, most of the time. That's all we need to be successful. We're done for this session. Look at a couple more here. Well, let's just look at the Russell, because this one we follow in the room as well. 9:30. I mean, here's one at 9:28 and 40 seconds, and then it triggers in right here at 9:30, but it actually closes above. I mean, if you're a real stickler to the rules here, you're probably saying, nope, can't get in sync with that because it triggered in before 9:30, and it did a few seconds before. It did come down, and it ultimately hit target 2. And I mean, do you fudge that and get short here? I don't know. That's up to you. I'm going to say, I don't know. Maybe you don't, but I didn't count it. Just to be very honest, I just went with the next one, and that one does come down and hit target 1. Now this is tracking a trade from way back here, but we could borrow the stop. It's tracking it perfectly, so we stop out right there. Okay, there's a target 1 winner. We need 2 target 1 winners. And this one is the next trade, and it comes up and it hits another target 1, right? It even misses. I mean, theoretically, if you miss, when I miss a target 1 by 1 tick, I start trailing the signal line. Okay, so let's see, target 1 was at 1142.7. It got to, look at this again, 1144.5, and it got to 1144.3. So it missed by 2 ticks. So that's, you know, I don't know. You could either stop out for a small loss, call that power of quitting, or just hang in there. You could also stop out for a small loss, take the next trade, and that's going to give you a full winner. Or you can just hang in there, like I said, it does come up and hit target 1, and then stops out for, a couple ticks. So basically, I just counted that as 2 target 1 winners. Power of quitting. All right, let's look at one more. All right, so the DAX finally rolled over. It usually rolls over a couple weeks after, a week or two after the E-minis, so we have to roll over to the September contract. And we're looking to start at 9 a.m. Eurex time. And this trade, what just went too far, too fast, plus it went to blue. Remember, this is in trend mode. So we're still looking for the first trade here. And you end up with a long trade. A dark green trade is the first trade of the day. Fine. Those trades are as good as any other trade. All it means is that the calculator isn't tracking it. Calculator's tracking a trade from way back yesterday. Can you change the settings and prevent that and actually make it track this one? Yeah, you can. I showed you how in other videos. And if you want to know how to do that, just ask me in the trade room. But for the sake of this walkthrough here, it comes up. It hits target 1, and it hits target 2, and target 3. And you're just trailing the signal line. You don't need the dots. Just follow the technique that I taught. And it ends up stopping out right down in here. One and done. Beautiful trade. It's a reason to move to the Italian Riviera if you want to just trade the DAX. Do very well. All right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, I try to interject some educational ideas in there, so I want it to be beneficial. Even if you're not trading these markets, the themes are universal. You apply them no matter what. I don't care what you're trading. I don't care what strategy. Hopefully you all benefit from these videos. All right, everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.